Hello Pisces, how you doing friends? My two fishes friends, my water family, how are ya? I hope you're well. I'm here with 3 decks. We're talking about the week ahead, friends. So let's find out what is going to go on in the week ahead. We will pull 3 oracles and then we'll use tarot to get you some details. First question we're going to ask is, what is the focus of the week ahead for you? Pisces, look, we're having a full moon in your sign, right, on Friday. So what is going to be the focus for Pisces? If you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, this reading could be for you. We have financial and material changes. Now, we do have a 5, I'm just going to say, but I think that's what's changing, I'm going to say. So the focus might be something that is financial, but it also just may be something, the focus may be in your pentacle world. Let's talk about why. Yeah, why is this supposed to be the focus? Tell us why this is going to be the focus. For what purpose? Tell us what's going on in the middle of the week. Why is this the focus? Oh, because it's supposed to be for your happiness. So I feel that whatever is about to change in your financial and material world, I feel is going to bring happiness or make you feel successful, because I think it's on the heels of something that possibly slipped through your fingers. So maybe I feel that you were being turned away from something because something better was coming. So it feels like somebody had something that slipped through their fingers, or possibly you will feel like something has slipped through your fingers, and possibly that you are feeling a bit of a decrease. I'm going to say that if we are talking about something in the pentacle world, it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a career, an opportunity to go to the school you wanted to go to. But it does feel like you feel a decrease. But look, prosperity begins. So I really do feel like one thing is being taken away because it's being replaced with something much better. So what's the possible outcome? We'll get more details here, but what's the possible outcome here at the end of your week, next week? We've got magic works through you. Oh, I kind of love how this is building. Set healthy boundaries. Look, the card number 3 is here. I feel like whatever's going on here is quite temporary, is what it feels like. You're going to be, by midweek, in a consciousness of feeling really happy. The sun is on this person. You can see they feel quite energized, right? Somebody here is like screeching with joy. Now look, the thing is, the scarab beetle is known to be good luck, right? So it might be that luck is showing up because we do have the scarab beetle. And although I don't believe in luck myself, you can if you like, but I feel like this scarab beetle is saying that it's through you that things happen. So this isn't luck like somebody's just giving it to you. I feel like it feels lucky or it feels magic, but I feel like it's something that you have done that is about to pay off. You may have planted a seed somewhere that finally you start to see is going to yield what you wanted it to yield. All right. Tell me about Pisces. Pisces, thanks for your thumbs up if that's what you're here to do. Thank you for your hype if you have access to do that. Let's find out what's going on for Pisces. Tell me about Pisces, please. We have the 8 of Swords. So I feel like you feel as though you are in a spot, stuck, trying to figure out how to get out of this financial or material change that possibly, I don't think it's disastrous, because 5s indicate a bit of lack, but it could be a lack of being able to make a decision about something as well, a financial decision. It could be a material decision, but I feel like the 8 of Swords has got you up in your head saying, I'm not really sure what to do. What's the best thing to do? We'll come back and clarify. We've got Temperance. That's what's going to make you happy. You are going to come up with some sort of solution. When Temperance is here, it's here to heal things. And it's also here to give you balance. No more high highs, no more low lows, right? When Temperance shows up, it's in a moment of alchemy where everything is in its rightful place to give you the best outcome possible. How will you feel that when Temperance enters the chat? You will feel it as confident calm. You'll feel calm. You'll feel that, okay, that is going to work. That's what it feels like here. And then the scarab beetle, the outcome here. We have the moon. Okay, so it might be a little bit, I would say at the end of the week, it feels like you're feeling very emotional about what this outcome is going to be. But I'm going to say that the magic is working through you. So whatever magic you have, I feel like this tells me you're the magician, which tells me that you have the ability to create your own reality. Look, you can be scared of the moon if you want. The moon is saying, well, things aren't as they seem. Maybe they're not as they seem. You can be scared of the moon if you want, but I feel like somebody here is like, wait, before I decide that it's all falling to shit, let's figure out what's going on, and let's talk about this Eight of Swords. What's going on here? Tell me about Pisces. We've got the Two of Wands. So there is definitely a decision to move forward that needs to be made here. It feels like it's exciting. It's an exciting new beginning, but maybe you feel in lack, like in too much lack to make that decision, or possibly that it's so exciting, it feels like it's impossible. You know what I mean? That it feels so exciting, like if you can pull this off, this would be the pull off of the century. Like it feels like somebody here, it's probably a financial decision that is going to really impact you in the future, because we have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands is, I think you have a plan, but I don't think you believe in your plan, or you feel like your plan doesn't have enough stability, or doesn't have enough money, or you don't have enough time, effort, or energy to put into the plan. And I think that's what's holding you back. I think there's a delay because it's something mentally that's holding you back, because right now you're in lack and you don't believe that you can have it. We have the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's something here that you've really put a lot of hard work into, and I feel like you're probably way better at this, or in a better position than you realize. Trying to push forward when you don't believe in yourself is really hard, or when you're an overthinker, it's really tough. I feel like you see the excitement of some sort of really big, exciting, or creative, or passionate new beginning, something you're passionate about, and I think you already have the plan, my friend. But I just don't think you have any, feels like you don't really have belief in the plan, I would say. I think that all changes midweek, because when Temperance shows up, you're going to feel more confident. Tell me about Temperance, please. Tell me about Temperance. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. You go from the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Now, if that isn't believing in the self, Pentacles are about the self. If that's not believing in the self, I don't know what is. So in this, I'm going to say don't panic. If you have the plan and you know that you have the plan, but you just don't believe in it, I feel like the sun comes out and you feel Temperance showing up for you. You might even get some sort of a message or help, or an offer to help. Something shows up here, Page of Pentacles. It feels like possibly something someone says to you face to face. It could be at the bank. It could be at the school. It feels like it is in your pentacle world. So it could be a friend. It feels like you get a message or a written letter or some documentation or something that flips the switch from the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Now you feel like you have enough to carry through to the future as well. That this plan, in fact, that you have is viable and is about to work out, because I feel like the magic goes through you, and the star is about reaching out for what you want, right? You can see that somebody's reaching for the stars. And so I feel like maybe you felt back here that this is things that happen to other people, Elsie. They don't happen to me this way. Well, I feel like you're probably going to be proved wrong sometime in the middle of the week next week. And I feel as though you'll be on the road to where you want to go. Something is going to happen in your favor that you've hoped for. And I feel like it is delivered to you via written letter, or said to you by somebody who has the ability to make something happen. You thought it slipped through your fingers. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about the moon, because although luck is on your side, I think that you are feeling this is all an illusion. This has to be an illusion. We've got the Judgment card. Look, I feel like this has shown up for you before, but possibly you were in the Five of Pentacles, not feeling like you were not feeling motivated enough, or feeling like you couldn't, or that you were scared to try for fear of failure. The Judgment card is here. The Seven of Swords is here. Something comes out that you weren't aware of. Yeah, once this whole thing is resurrected, something comes to your attention that you were not made aware of the last time it came around. Because the Judgment card is telling me this is not the first time that you've been faced with this situation. So something here was hiding the last time this came around, and I feel like the illusion was in the way. It was too dark. We really didn't know. Maybe you didn't take the leap of faith because you didn't know if it would work out, right? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We've got the Nine of Cups. That's all it was. It was merely manifestation through magician energy, I really feel. I feel like you didn't feel it confident enough because Temperance is here giving you confidence, happiness, success. Nine of Cups tells me you are now happy on the inside, happy on the outside. There's something here that I feel that you've built yourself. And I think that what you were denying yourself was being happy regardless of the outcome, which is so, so important. Just because the outcome doesn't work out the way you want it to this time, it doesn't mean it won't when it comes back round. Because if it's meant for you, it'll never pass you by. It's going to be delayed a bit, and it might go away and come back when you're ready. But the Seven of Swords tells me that you just had no idea that Judgment was going to come back around, that this situation was going to come back to you and let you take a second look at it. I feel like this energy that is in the moon feels like it was an illusion. You're like, okay, well, maybe that wasn't for me. But it does feel like this energy here, because 5 and 2 is 7. For me, 7s are heaven. And look at this opportunity that slipped through your fingers. But it feels like once you set healthy boundaries, you are more confident, I would say. The card number 3, maybe more creative. Could be Empress energy. Maybe you're in a better way financially now than you were in the past, because this is the past energy for, yeah, look at that. What comes next to the 3 is know your worth. Look at that. Know your worth. And the Armadillo spirit, which says set healthy boundaries. So I feel like card number 9 tells me that this time around, it's going to work. And you can believe it. As long as you've put all the work into it that you need to put into it for now, I feel like somebody shows up to help you transform, helps you find your wings, friend. That's what it looks like. I'm going to put 3 cards down here, and then we're going to talk about the 3 cards in the extended. But let's find out what's going on. Tell me more about what is going to be going on in the extended. For those of you who are not going there, this could possibly be an outcome. This could be some advice for you. Tell me what else is going on for Pisces. We have the 3 of Wands, right? The 3 of Wands already gave us a heads up here. So I feel like there is something that you've been working on for a long time that is about to have you set for the future. Because the 10 of Pentacles is here, and that is something of great worth. This is better health, better time management, or more money. Possibly it could be that you are getting a job that pays you more, because I feel like you're being blessed in this moment of alchemy here with Temperance. The 3 of Wands tells me that your future plans go to plan. I think that it does. We've got the 4 of Swords. It does feel like it's because of some sort of healing, meditation. It feels as though when it wasn't working out, you just left it and decided, well, maybe it's not this time, but maybe when it comes around again, I'll just be healed enough. But we do have card number 3 here, right? Maybe you just didn't know your worth when it came last time. We've got the World card. Look at this. Look, that's really beautiful here. Because I feel like if you want it, you can have it. But you must be able to close the old chapter first. You're going to be leaving your life, and your life isn't going to be the same once you decide that you're willing to close the chapter to the way you felt back here, right? In the past, where you felt in lack, that even though you put in all the hard work, you had all the great marks, but you never applied to the school that you wanted because you just thought, it's just another thing that I'm going to want that's going to fall through my fingers, right? So I believe that there is something here that is coming, and I feel like it is going to take you wrapping up a cycle. This is going to be considered a milestone for you, and I feel like you are achieving something that you always wanted to achieve. this could definitely be the end of the year that's coming up, right? Because we're very close to that. But I feel like this World card is probably just you closing an old chapter. I feel like it took you a long time to get there. You might have a fixed sign energy. You don't have to. But it feels like this was a long trek uphill. Yeah, I don't think you saw the benefits of judgment the last time it came round. But this time, when it's here, it's saying, look, you have a chance to resurrect it. Are you going to do it? And I think you're like, yeah, of course. Because I manifested this. It's like now you're aware of manifestation, and you're aware that whether it works or whether it doesn't, it does not affect my happiness. Maybe it'll come back around next time. We're going to go talk more about this in the extended. If you want to be in the extended with us, then please check the pinned comment. It is below this video, above the comment section. There's a link there for the membership if you want to come watch me pull all of this apart and get more details and an outcome for you. And if you're interested in a private reading based on any of this, I do have many packages and prices. So if you're wanting a private read, which is pre-recorded or live, please check the Hypsee link. You can go there, take a look at the packages and pricing. My live reads are done on a schedule. You have to pre-book them, but they are on sale. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune's on deck, friends. Yep, something that you've been waiting for. Destiny's about to roll up on you, and we will talk about that. It's about to surprise you, friend. Page of Cups is here, and it turns into the 10. Awesome. We're going to go. I'll be here. If you want to be in the extended, that's where I'll be next. And if you want to follow us in there, that's where we're all going to be. Thanks, Pisces. I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.